a home environment. Also, on the health service system website, there's more information also about telecommuting resources. So we're just going to look at this one slide and give you some recommendations for what to do. If you're working on a laptop, I highly recommend you get an auxiliary or separate keyboard and separate mouse so that the laptop can be raised up so you can get the monitor, the screen at eye level. Or if you can get an auxiliary monitor, get an auxiliary monitor. It's much better to have a big monitor than the little tiny screen on the laptop. You want to elevate that laptop. If you are looking at the screen, make sure you raise it up so that it's at or below eye level. And you want to make sure that that whatever you're sitting on, if you don't have a fully adjustable chair at home, that you sit on cushions or add towels, back pillows to try to get yourself into a more comfortable posture. All right, and again, your input devices like your keyboard and your mouse need to be at approximately elbow level. If you're lucky enough to have a height adjustable desk at your work, same rules apply. You want to adjust that desk while you're standing to approximately elbow height. Of course, now you have the added issue where your feet are bearing the brunt of your entire body weight as you're standing. So wear comfortable shoes. When you're standing, don't lock your knees. You want to be in sort of an athletic and engaged posture where your knees are slightly bent. Don't stand still, despite what people told you early in life about fidgeting. We want you to fidget, actually. Stand, move back and forth, side to side. We don't want you to do static standing, which has the same issues as static sitting does. You get blood pooling up in your muscles, and moving is what helps move that blood through your system, particularly your lower legs, where it's going to pool if you're doing static standing. So alternate your posture with movement and sitting. Most people really can't stand for prolonged periods, and a study that was done in Cornell many years ago said that really 20 minutes of standing alternating with 40 minutes of sitting is probably a good ratio. But you got to be you and figure out what works for you. If you are standing, then try elevating one foot onto a footrest or even the leg of your chair. It can help promote a little bit more comfortable back posture. You often see those if you go to a bar. You know how they often had a brass rail at the bottom of the bar to put your foot on. That's because you can stand longer and drink longer at a bar if you're standing, if one foot is elevated. Well, the same thing applies here at work, not the drinking part, but the comfort part. If you put your foot up on a footrest, you can actually stand a little bit longer. Your low back will feel a little bit better. We all have different size workstations. If you have a workstation that has a lot of stuff on it, just organize it so that your usual things are in front of you and the things that you occasionally reach for are a little further away. This just reduces reaching. So keyboard and mouse go in front of you, and other things that you have to touch, whether it's your cell phone or tablet or other tools, they need to be as close to you as possible. And the things you don't need very often get further away. Let's revisit this idea of alternative tasks. So remember, you want to change postures frequently throughout the day to help reduce fatigue. You can use a timer